Even Boeing is celebrating the Seahawks' achievements with a specially designed 747. The company rolled out the plane in Everett Wednesday afternoon. The 747-8 is owned by Boeing and features the distinctive Seahawks logo and a 12 on the tail to salute the team's fans. The airplane took off from Payne Field Thursday morning, made a stop at Boeing Field, and then continued on to eastern Washington, where it flew in a specific pattern. The plane, dubbed the Spirit of the 12s, flew in a giant 12 pattern before returning to Everett. It appears some people will try anything to get an idea of who will win the Super Bowl. Some leave it to animals to make the call. One zoo placed 2 banners, one for each team, and let the panda loose. The problem is what the panda does leaves room for interpretation as to what the team he selected. Does he pick the team by pulling down the banner or leaving it up? As he pulls down the Broncos banner and mauls it, we are going to see this as he is choosing the Seattle Seahawks. He left their banner up to enjoy, rather than tear it down and shred it. We saw the impact on hearing-impaired student in Moses Lake. Now let's take a look at the Seahawks inspiring him.
All athletes who make it to the Super Bowl have overcome obstacles. But Derek Coleman, fullback for the Seattle Seahawks, has a unique one. He's legally deaf.
I don't let my hearing be an excuse. I'll find a different excuse that not even associated with my hearing regardless. I'll make up something like, oh, I wasn't focused or something before I use my hearing, mainly because I don't want people to get that perception of me.
Coleman wears 2 hearing aids.
I can hear the quarterback when he actually is saying, I can actually hear it. But when it starts getting loud or when it's a lot of background noise, because that's what basically the hearing aid is. The hearing aid is basically an amplifier, a microphone. So it absorbs everything. So, but that's when I go into my lip reading phase. The quarterback knows to look at me whenever he's saying something important or if he turned around in the middle of the huddle.
He's the only deaf player currently playing in the NFL and the first to play offense. The Seahawks coach, Pete Carroll, says Coleman's hearing impairment has never gotten in the way of his play on the field.
First off, he's a terrific football player. He's very well-rounded. He plays special teams. He can play. He started for us at games at fullback. He's been very consistent, very tough. He happens to have an issue, a hearing issue. That has never been a factor. And he has demonstrated to anybody that wants to listen or watch that that you can do whatever you want to do, with the concerns that he has.
Duracell, the battery company, put Coleman in a commercial earlier this month.
I was picked on and picked last.
It's gotten over 12 million views on YouTube.
Derek Coleman.
And now I'm here with the loudest fans in the NFL cheering me on, and I can hear them all.
As for this weekend's game against the Denver Broncos, Coleman says he and the rest of the team are going to treat it just like any other postseason game.
Gonna be a lot of emotion going around, but once those settle, we're basically playing football again.
Instead of thinking about hearing loss, he'll be focused on creating holes for Marshawn Lynch to score touchdowns. Ted Shaffrey, Associated Press, Hoboken, New Jersey.
We'll be right back after this.